Hi, I am Kalela Williams, Director of Writing with Mighty Writers, and I am here in Center City, Philadelphia for our series, What Are You Reading? So I'm just going to be walking the streets and asking folks, what are you reading?
So my name is Josh.
I'm Sam.
All right, so Josh and Sam. Josh, we'll start with you. What are you reading?
I recently picked up Alice Walker's, what is it called? Hard Times Require Furious Dancing, the poetry anthology. Very, very good. I really like that. Been reading Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad to bum me out a little bit. We just watched The Graduate the other night. Really good one. So yeah.
That is a very eclectic reading selection. I love it. I absolutely love it. Sam, what have you been reading?
I've been reading, I have it in my bag.
Got it in his bag.
We have a demo.
One song by Jeff Tweedy. It's pretty good. It's not that long. Pretty easy reading. And I highly recommend it if you ever want to hype yourself up and write a song. Last movie I watched, I think, was probably Blade Runner: The Final Cut, which is a classic. I've seen it too many times to count, but I always come back to it.
Can you tell us what you're reading?
Right now I'm reading I'm reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a book about investment. It's pretty good for people who want to invest and who want to go into real estate.
Can you tell me, is there anything that you're watching on TV, anything that's interesting?
Well, I'm not a big fan of TV. As you can tell, I mostly do a lot of running and reading, but if I'm watching TV, you'll catch me watching the news because I want to know what's going on.
Shayna and Lindsay, so can you tell us what you have been reading during the pandemic? Lindsay, we will start with you.
I just finished a book this morning called The Only Good Indians, which is like a horror story, which is not a genre I usually read, but it was very captivating.
Anything you've been watching on TV that's been interesting? Any movies you've seen?
So we've been watching Watchmen on HBO, which I know came out a bunch of months ago, but we are now catching up, and it is excellent.
Shayna, what about you? What have you been watching?
I am watching The Real World Season 1 Homecoming. You know, The Real World, the first season came out almost 30 years ago, and so somehow or another that landed in front of me.
And what have you been reading?
Well, I'm just finishing up Parable of the Sower, which is amazing, life-changing. Love this book.
Parable of the Sower is such a great read right now. So those are all the questions I have. Thank you so much. So there you have it, another episode of Mighty Writers, What Are You Reading? Join us for the next one, and don't forget to like and subscribe.